everybody, this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be doing a review of the 2016 movie Finding Dory. So in this movie, Dory is reunited with her friends Nemo and Marlin in the search for answers about her past. What can she remember? Who are her parents? And where did she learn to speak well? So before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part and everything, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D, and I'm going to be collabing with Robbie Parker as we talk about Disney and Pixar's 2016 animated dramedy adventure flick involved Finding Nemo, Finding Dory. This film was released 13 years after its predecessor and focuses on Dory, once again voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, who we start by seeing her part of the story where she gets separated from her parents, Jane and Charlie, as a child. While growing up, she gradually forgets them due to her short-term memory loss, and that's until she met Marlin, who of course was looking for his son Nemo, which connects the events of its predecessor. However, she soon remembers her parents and that they lived at the Jewel of Morro Bay, California. So Dory embarks on a journey to find them again, and Marlin and Nemo accompany her. And once there, they get to meet all sorts of, fun characters, including a giant squid, an octopus named Hank, Bailey, a beluga whale, and her childhood friend Destiny, a nearsighted whale shark. But anyway, I will say this is pretty good. I've watched it just a few times, not as much as I've seen its predecessor of Finding Nemo, but I've actually now come to like this film a little bit, and this was actually a big hit for Disney and Pixar. Now, I will say this is pretty good, and I agree with what Rotten Tomatoes says. This film delivers a beautifully animated adventure that adds another entertaining chapter to its predecessor's classic story. It's funny, poignant, and thought-provoking. The settings for the film was absolutely really good too. The animation was absolutely superb. Well, what can I say? I enjoyed it. The emotional weight this film had to offer, very good. The humor was really good too. Aside from Ellen DeGeneres, we have Albert Brooks back on board as Marlin. He still does a good job. They now got Hayden Rollins taking on the role of Nemo because Alexander Gould had grown up by that time. For other characters, we have Ed O'Neill as Hank, Caitlin Olsen as Destiny, and Ty Burrell as Bailey. Plus, we have Diane Keaton and Eugene Levy as Dory's parents, Jane and Charlie. And boy, there's lots of other voices of main people, including Idris Elba, Dominic West, Andrew Stanton, Sigourney Weaver, Bill Hader, Kate McKinnon. And while he may not voice Nemo, but Alexander Gould does voice a character in this. Plus, there's tons of others. We even get a little brief special appearance by the voices of the Tank Gang from the first film, including Gil, Bloat, Peach, Gurgle, Bubbles, and Dad. Also, like with the last film, Thomas Newman returns to do this film's score, and well, just like before, he does an amazing job, so I have to give this film credit for its score. So overall, I think Finding Dory was a worthy sequel. So again, while I may not watch it as much as its predecessor, but I think Finding Dory is a very good sequel. The animation's good, the characters are good, the emotional weight is good, the humor's good, the score is good, etc., etc., etc. Enough said, it's good. So in the end, I think this is a film worth looking into it. If you like Finding Nemo, I think you'll like Finding Dory just as much. So, as always, thank you for making me a part of this, Robbie. And until our next collab, this is the Big D saying, see ya.
Thank you, Big D. It was great to have you on here as always. I always enjoy collaborating with you and everything. So I really like this movie quite a bit. This is one of the best sequels of all time to me. I think it's a really, really great movie. I love the story and everything. It's really, really great. I think that it's a really worthy successor to Finding Nemo. The water park setting is a lot of fun, and the characters are all so lovable and stuff. The returning ones are just as great as they were in the first one, and all the new ones are really lovable additions that to the story. And I love each new character, who, like the side characters and the first movie, each have their own distinct moments to shine. Hank is probably my favorite, my most favorite character out of the new ones, but I also love the whales, Bailey and Destiny. They're also really great characters too. And I love the seals and everything. They're absolutely hilarious. The two on the rocks that go off on the one named Gerald and everything. Every time they go off on him and start saying, off, 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 I start dying laughing. It's just one of the funniest little gags in the movie and everything. I also love the scenes with Becky. She cracks me up too. The little dumb bird that helps Marlin and Dory get into the aquarium and stuff. That she's really funny too and everything. Dory's parents, Jenny and Charlie, are great too. I wish they had more screen time, but they are awesome, really great characters and everything, and very lovable and stuff. I really like them. And I also just don't understand it. I don't know how they did it, but they ended up putting a receding hairline on a fish, and for some reason I just think that's genius and funny and everything on Charlie, Dory's dad. The score by Thomas Newman, it's not as great as it is in the first one, but it's still really good, and it fits this movie perfectly, and everything is still pretty good. The ending is bonkers, and I don't know how it worked so well, but it did. Dory and Hank hijacking the truck and driving it into the ocean is crazy fun and everything, and like when they're falling into the ocean, it's playing What a Wonderful World, which is one of my favorite songs of all time and everything. But the scene in that, or the humor in that scene, is just absolutely great and everything. It's really fun, and it was just great seeing some of the old side characters sprinkled mostly throughout the beginning of the movie, like Crush and Squirt. It was cool getting to see them again, and then you get to see the tank gang at the end of the movie and stuff. And I do wish that they could have been in the movie more, but it was still cool getting to see the little cameo with them and everything. I love the message of the story too, like how family isn't just blood, it can be who you make it and everything. Family is what you make it and stuff, and I love that too. I think it's a really great message and everything. As far as negatives go, I don't really have any, although I do wish the dang tank gang would have been in there more. Like I said, that's just really it's more of a nitpick and everything, because I mean, they really didn't have to be in this movie and everything, but I still missed them. But all in all, I think Finding Dory is a great sequel. It doesn't quite beat the original and everything. I still like the original a little bit more and everything, but I think it's almost as good as the first one and everything. It's like one that I never get tired of watching, and I think it goes perfectly with the first one. Like they make a really great double feature and everything, and it's entertaining from beginning to end, and like the first movie, it flies by fast with tons of lovable characters and wonderful moments and a great story and everything. So I think Finding Dory is one of the greatest sequels that Pixar has produced and everything. I think it's up there on par with the Toy Story sequels and stuff. So Finding Dory, I'd give a 10 out of 10 and everything. It's a really, really great movie. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and thank you, Big D, for joining me again. And we'll continue doing these Pixar reviews in June. I'm going to take a little break from doing my normal shtick this month and try to review some other movies that I've wanted to do over the last few months and stuff that I haven't really got around to. So we'll pick up with the Pixar movies in June and everything, but I wanted to at least get this one done. Everything. So thank you, Big D, again for joining me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. And thank you all and have a good day.